What do you make of Jon Jones' retirement?
Yeah, I mean, I think he has nothing left to prove. If that's how I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm just here to focus on me and do my best. I have goals. I have dreams. If he's happy, then God bless him.
And there's a lot of this thing surrounding the retirement about did he duck Tom Aspinall? What's your opinion?
I mean, I can't speak for Jon. I know that we were all really excited to see that fight. I think that he's done a lot. He's done the most. So if he's happy with his career, then I wish him the best of luck, and I hope I'll be praying for him.
Damn, the GOAT, the greatest of all time retired. It's unfortunate the circumstances, of which he retired, but I still think he's the greatest of all time, the best to ever do it.
Do you think he ducked Tom Aspinall?
I don't think so. I think he had some valid points. You have to also think about when he, you got to think about the moments where he did accomplish so much, right? There's always going to be another guy. He said it himself. There will always be another guy. If he does beat Tom, there'll be another guy they'll say, all right, this is the guy. So it's kind of like the vicious cycle. Oh, this is the guy, then you beat the guy. And then it's like, he was nobody. And then you beat the guy. And then there's another guy. What? This is the guy. And then you beat that guy. And it's just, so it's just a vicious cycle in MMA. That's just the culture of MMA. I think he's did enough. I just don't like the way he retired, but I think he's done enough. And I think that he is the greatest of all time. And he's earned, some time off and, to make those decisions.
I kind of felt the writing was on the wall. I know a lot of the fans got invested in that and saying he's ducking, but he doesn't need to fight. I'm just happy that he left the way that he wanted to leave. And at the end of the day, he left on top. Not a lot of guys get to do that. And he's left us with a lot of great fights and stuff to aspire to do. And I would say he's an innovator, right? So he's kind of changed the game a lot. Like a lot of the techniques he's brought to the game, you start to see a lot of these people implement it into their styles, and he's really shaped the sport. So it's gonna be sad that he's gone, of course, but he'll definitely be missed, at least for me.
The GOAT, he retired recently. What did you make of his retirement?
I would say, for me also, Jon Jones was #1 pound to pound, and I have so much respect for Jon Jones. He retired now. I wish him all the best, and he done so much for this sport, and I have so much love and respect for him, and he's really MMA GOAT.
I'm happy for him. I actually texted him and told him thank you. Dana White said it the best. He is the baddest man on the planet. I know it's a lot of question about the guy that wants to fight him, but sometimes when you don't have the passion and you just want to do something else, it's time to let it go.
Would you like to see that fight?
No, he has nothing to prove.
And a big figure of the sport, Jon Jones, recently retired. What did you make of that retirement?
A lot to unpack with Jon Jones. In the nature of time, I would just suggest, I think it's a little bit of a disappointing note upon which to go out, right? I think that maybe there was some misinformation out there. He wasn't necessarily truthful with the masses in terms of what his appetite was or wasn't for the fight. And not that he necessarily owes that to people, but I think part of the uproar is the fact that people were expectant that we were going to get that fight. We're not getting that fight, and they're taking it out on one of the greatest mixed martial arts athletes of all time.
Does it affect his legacy for not taking that fight?
I think in the short term, maybe, but hopefully in the long term, it doesn't affect his legacy, because as Ilia Topuria said this week, if you beat Tom, right, there's always going to be another guy. And then if you beat Tom Aspinall by contentious split decision, what do you got to fight him again? When is enough enough? And Jon's going to be 38 years of age, and I understand outside of the octagon, there are myriad reasons to not give him the benefit of the doubt, but when it comes to this decision, protecting the legacy or legacy preservation, whatever you want to call it, I think he deserves the benefit of the doubt.
Are you disappointed that you didn't get to see the Tom Aspinall fight?
Absolutely, and disappointed that we got the Stipe Miocic-Jon Jones fight several years after it would have maybe been a little bit more competitive. So yeah, I'm a fan first, but Cyril Gane's a problem too. Alexander Volkov is as well, and our coverage never bears. So.
I don't believe it. I feel like he might pop back in real quick if the money's right. I think, I don't know, it's hard to know what's going on in his head, but I feel like when you retire, you always want to get one more in there. So we'll see if he stays retired or if he comes back in a year or two again. It's just like, you know what, I'm feeling good. I beat up some young kids in the gym. Let's go, let's see what I can do.
Do you think he avoided Tom Aspinall?
I think the money wasn't right, you know. So I think he didn't want to take the risk if the money wasn't going to set him up for life. And he said that in interviews. So I feel like it's interesting. He stuck by his guns. He didn't undersell himself, and that's why I feel like he's not done. I feel like if he does threaten to come back and they give him a price that he's like, all right, let's go, then he'll definitely do it.
Good for him. He's the GOAT in my opinion. I know everybody says, well, you can't be the GOAT if you have steroids and if you have a criminal record and all this extra shit, but when you look at what the man has done as an athlete, purely in the cage, nobody's done it, nobody's close to it, and the competition's not even close to the same level of fighters that he's beaten. How many world champions has he beat? How many guys has he dethroned? He's the guy, you know? So would I have liked to have seen the Tom fight? Absolutely, but obviously he got in trouble. I don't know if that's why he retired, but it's not my business. I love the guy's career, and good for him. He's a GOAT.